Hi everyone, I hope you all are great. Today we'll finish up our lesson on the simple verb tense review. First, you have to log in using the eplusstudent.com. Click on your new move on to language at the grade 5. Chapter is simple verb tense review, and lesson will be form and use the irregular past tense, form and use the simple past, present, and future tenses. Okay, so most verbs are regular in the past. So when we have some of the verbs, they are regular in the past. So regular in past. That means you follow a rule like you add ed or you add d to get the past tense form. So for the regular past tense verbs, you add ed or you add d. Okay, so we have some verbs that are irregular in the past tense. So we have irregular in the past. Okay, that means you don't follow a rule. Instead, you must remember the past tense form of the verb. So for these verbs, you do not follow the normal rule of adding ed or d, but you would have to remember the past tense form of the verb. So we have Jacob lost his key. Now, lost is the irregular past tense of loss. Okay, loss will be the right one. Okay, then for the regular, we could have like jumped, maybe danced. That's for the regular past, okay? We can have cooked. All these are regular past because they end with ed or d. Now we have Haley drew a picture. Now drew is the regular past form of draw. So we have drew, okay? Alex bought a gift. Bought is the irregular past tense form of buy, okay? Zoe wore her boots. Now, wore is the irregular past tense form of wear. So we have wore. So as you can see that the irregular past tense, they are unique. They don't follow the rule. And you'd have to be the one to remember them by yourself. Okay? All right, let's look at some examples. So we have complete the sentence with the verb in past tense. We eat at the table outside. So what would be the verb in past? It will be what? Ate. So ate is the irregular past of eat. So when you have eat, then you have ate in the irregular past. Now during the spring rains, the water rise in the river. So we have what? The water rose. So rise, we say rose. Okay? Then complete the sentence with the verb in past tense. Tristan bring games to play on the long car trip. So for the bring, the irregular past would be what? Brought. Okay. So let's go on to the test. You can make sure you share your answers with me. Alright, complete the sentence with the verb in past tense. My family thinks Cedarburg was a great city to visit. Thinks, or thought. Is it gonna be the first, second, or third? All right, so we're gonna have thoughts. Okay. So we have the person who win the contest got $100. Is it wins one or win? Which of them? Okay, so we have one. So I choose to do my homework before dinner. Chooses, or choose first, second, or third. Okay, so we have chose. The chain on my bicycle breaks, breaks, or broke first, second, or third. Okay, so we have Brooke. Tristan bring games to play on the long car trip. Brings, brought, bring it. Which of them? First, second, or third? Okay, so we have brought. So if you meet Kylie, you would love her. Meets, meets, or met? Which of them? Okay, so we have met. So we eat at the table outside. First, second, or third? Okay, so we have et. So Ezra followed his dreams and become a teacher. Is it became, first, second, or third? Which of them? So we have became. The roses torn tear Justin's sleeve. Tear, stasis, or tore. First, second, or third? Alright, so we have tore. Okay. Alright, that's it for this lesson. We'll move on to the last lesson under the simple verb tense review. So we have former use the simple past, present, and future tenses. Okay. Okay, so past tense verb tell you about something that has already happened. So for the past, we have already happened, right? Add ed to form the past tense form of the verb. And if the verb already ends with e, just add d. And if a verb ends in a short vowel and and a single consonant, double the consonant before you add your ed. If a verb ends in consonant y, you have to slash the y and make it I, then you add ed. So it's just like saying Sam changed his clothes. So you can see that change here has ed and it's in the past. We watched the game. The audience clapped loudly. Alex qualified for the finals. You can see that this one it has Y in qualify, but we change it to I, and then in clap we double the consonants. So some verbs are irregular in the past. We know that. So you must have to remember their form. Peter ate the last cookie. They kept busy all afternoon. All right. So yeah, let's move on and see some of the examples. So complete the sentence with the past tense form of the verb. The nurse fastened the cuff to take the patient blood pressure. So fasting, you're gonna have what? Ed. Okay. So this one says present tense. So for the present tense verb, it tells you about something that is true or it's happening like right now. Okay, so happening now is present tense. The present tense form of a verb must agree with its subject in number. So single subject go with a singular verb. To form a singular present tense verb, you have to add s. For verbs that end in sh, ch, sx, and z and es, then for verbs that end in y, you have to change the y to I and then you add your es. So snow falls outside my bedroom. Dylan washes the dishes. So Susan carries the boxes to her room. You can see that carry ends with Y, but you change it to I and then you add your ES. So plural subject I and you go with plural verb which have no ending. Okay. So ice cubes float in water. You look nice today. Now two verbs are irregular in the present tense form. That is the to be and to have. You must remember their form. This soup is too hot. Erin has long hair. Okay, so we also have here complete the sentence with the present form of the verb. So during hibernation, an animal decreases its body temperature and breathing rate. So we would have decreases because we are adding es. Okay. So we have Hakim and Erica enjoy traveling around Europe and seeing the different buildings and monuments. So it will be what enjoys, just adding without s or anything. So just the plain enjoy. Okay. So let's go to the test. Share your answers. Complete the sentence with the future tense form of the verb. If you weigh ingredients using an electronic kitchen scale, your measurements be more accurate than they would be if you used a mechanical scale. So is it gonna be first, second, third, or fourth? Which of them? All right, so we have what? Your measurements will be more accurate because it's future. Remember that future has basically will added to them. So in the United States, the average child, so this is for present tense, watch television for nearly 1,500 minutes each week. Is it first, second, third, fourth, or the fifth one? Okay, so we have watches because it is what? Present tense. All right, so we have what? Present tense as well. During hibernation, an animal decreases its body temperature and breathing rate. First, second, third, fourth, or fifth. So we have decreases, the first one. So present tense as well. Since I'm a visual learner, I memorize information by drawing pictures of the word. The first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. So we have the first memorizes. Memorize rather, present tense, okay, please. So this past tense, do not fasten the cuff to take the patient blood pressure. Which of them is the right one here? So fastened. Okay. So Hakim and Erica enjoy traveling around Europe and seeing the different buildings and monuments. So which of them is the right answer here? Okay, so we have enjoy. Alright, that's it for our lesson on the simple verb tense review. Can you tell me if you have any questions? Alright, so since we have no questions, we'll end here. Try to complete this lesson if you haven't done it. See you all next time. Bye.